Thought of the day. Don't wait for someone to bring you flowers. Plant your own garden and decorate your own soul. There are two types of people basically in one way. One is they will wait for to get in the receiving end. They will always will be running behind anyone's wealth. Means please give, let me, may I, like that. Always in the receiving end. They will not make their own anything. They will not be the producers. They will be the consumers. So in the consumer end one, the other part of the people are they are the producers. Always they will produce and they will try to give. So though the success always will be with those who produce their own. So I request you all, you will be the producers of anything, any thoughts or any material or any idea. You will be the producers. And here what says that you don't wait for a flower. Better you can plant a garden. Thereby you will get number of flowers, not only a flower. And you can decorate yourself and you can give to others also if you can. Then you will be honored and you will be grateful. And I wish you, all of you, to be the producers and the owners of the garden, not the consumers of anything. Thank you. Have a nice day. Keep this thought in your mind. We are moving on to our class. Hi children, welcome back again to the poem that we did not complete in the first class, The Heart of the Tree, written by Henry Burner. Today in this video we are going to discuss the second stanza of the poem, part 2. This video has been recorded as part of ICET Public School online classes. Henry Burner was an American poet of the 19th century. His love for trees and plants, countryside, woods, and fields is obviously reflected in his poems, with most touching and sensitive expressions. Dear children, welcome back to the class again. Today we are going to discuss stanza 2. The previous video we have completed stanza 1. In the same way, the second stanza of the poem, The Heart of the Tree, it starts the same way. That means it starts with a refrain. In the first stanza also it started the same way. What does he plant who plants a tree? He plants cool shade and tender ray, and seed and bud of days to be, and years that fade and flush again. He plants the glory of the plain. He plants the forest's heritage, the harvest of a coming age, the joy that unborn eyes shall see. These things he plants who plants a tree. So this is the second stanza. We are going to discuss in detail, line by lines. And we said that when a particular line in a poem that repeats it again and again, it is called refrain. So in this poem, the question, what does he plants who plants a tree, that repeats again. In the third stanza also, actually it starts with the same question. So it is a refrain. And another thing is that subsequently he gives the answers to the question also. The first stanza also, it is the same way. And we said that it is called ephora, such kind of device used in poems, many other poems also. That is a poetic device. So that all we will discuss in detail with so many examples. So now we can look into the poem in detail. As I told you, the second stanza of the poem also starts with the saying, what does he plant who plants a tree? The poet again asking to the readers. First of all, he has given many answers. Again, in the second stanza, he asks the same question. What does he plant? Who plants a tree? This poet has so many. I told you that the poet has a personal attachment with tree, nature, and he was a poet of 19th century, especially those who lived in that century. They were the poets of nature, and they were very attached to this kind of natural things like flower or tree, like that. So that's why the poet is again and again asking to the audience that what does he really plant? Who plants a tree? Not a mere tree. And he is going to plant a tree, means that it is the beginning of a big revolution, in the sense a big green revolution he's going to start. So he is again listing the answers different from the first stanza. We can look into that. Here is the first answer. He plants cool, shade, and tender rain. Those who plant a tree, actually he plants cool shade. Actually he plants tender rain. We know that in summer time we will get very cool and comfortable shade. So he is planting a shade in the indirectly. Those who plant a tree, he plants he, in the sense that both he or she plants a shade, and as well as he plants tender rain also. We know that one of the reasons for rain is tree. So where there is forest, there will be, if you I hope that you might have visited Silent Valley, like that places, the forest area, there we will get always tender rain. Rain means that not very chaotic, not disturbing, not like that, not a storm, and not such a heavy rain, a tender rain that will make the people very comfortable and cool and happy, and to maintain the atmosphere. So it's good. So that's good for our life. So it gives shade and tender rain. Those who plants a tree actually plants shade and tender rain. Yes, in the previous class, while we were discussing the first stanza, I have told you that we can count the number of seeds in an apple, but we can't count number of apples in a seed. So, same way, those who plant a tree, he plants a seed and bud of days to be. So he is not only planting a tree. Example, if a person plant an apple tree, so he plants not only a single tree, but he plants the seed also. While he planting a sapling of an apple tree, so in coming years, definitely it will grow up and it will adorn with apples, and so many apples will be there. Inside that apple, so many seeds will be there. So that seeds will again may sprout, and it also will become a big apple tree. And so in that way he plants seed of future and bud of days and buds. So definitely if there is seed, then buds also. For the days to be means that the days to come, the future generation. So those who plant a tree means he plants the seed for the future, the buds for the future generation also he plants. Not only he plants a single tree. So that's what the meaning of the line. Those who plant a tree, he plants seed and bud of coming days. And years that fade and flush again. Here the poet says that what does he plant now? Definitely after many years that will fade. And sure, flush again, even if it fade, so the new that means new plant will take birth out of that big plant. So after many years, we know that all the trees that will fade away. So after many years, so no problem, the new one, new bonds that will take the land, and so it will flush again. So what you plant now is not only a plant, you are planting a forest, we said. And so thereby definitely after many years, as the days gone by, that what you planted that will fade away, that new will sprout, and a new plant will take birth, and it will flush again. So it will be, you are planting now the beginning of that revolution, the revolutionary that means growth of a forest. Yours will fade away and new will flush again, and yours that fade and flush again. This is what the poet trying to convey to the reader, that you are planting the future plants also, you are planting now. Let us look on to the next two lines of the poem's second stanza. He says that he plants the glory of the plain, he plants the forest's heritage. In these two lines, you know that already we have discussed similar to this idea, that he plants the glory of the plain. So suppose you are planting a tree, or where a plain, a desert, a desert area. Suppose you are planting a tree, it may give rise to make that plain area a beautiful beauty spot because of your plantation. That may, if you are planting a coconut, not coconut, if you are planting a mango tree there, so definitely mangoes will adorn over it, and mango seeds will be there, and many mango trees may tend to make many mango trees over that area land, and like that. So because of the reason you planted a tree, thereby the plain area may lead to a vegetation, lead to a glory of the plain, and it will become, sometimes may turn into a beautiful area, and it may be considered by the future generation, it may be considered as the beautiful garden like a park like area, and it will become the that will be the glory of that area, that plain area. He plants the forest heritage, and sometimes it may become, sometimes one way that area may become a park like a beautiful area where people are taking rest and enjoying, or sometimes it may lead to a forest heritage. It may tend to be, if I have told in the first class that, so the better way to make forest, afforestation method is that leave a particular area alone, not entered by any humankind. So definitely it will become a forest like that. So once you plant a plant anywhere, so it will become a forest. So it may lead to be a forest in for the future coming generation. This is what the poet mean by these two lines. He plants the glory of the plain, he plants the forest heritage. Again, the poet moving on to the next line, to trying to answer to the first question, what does he plant? So is answering, the another answer is that he plants the harvest of a coming age. He plants not a tree, he plants the harvest of a coming age. So while you are planting, you may not be the beneficiary of that tree. Sometimes your son or grandson, they may take the benefit, reward out of that. So you are giving a chance, you are planting an opportunity to harvest for the coming generation. So indirectly, by planting a tree, you are planting uh, an opportunity, a chance of harvest for the coming generation. So they will do the harvest. Now you plant, the coming age they will harvest. So you are planting not only a tree, you are planting harvesting time for the coming age. Coming age means that future generation, immediate future generation. So this is a big idea included in this by the poet is talking about the reasons, and so what are the things he plans. This is one of the most highlighting one. The next line also almost similar to the what we discussed now. You see, look on the screen, the joy that unborn eyes shall see. We right now we said that the future generation they will harvest. So similar to that, we said that if you plant in a plain area, it may become a glorifying area, a beautiful area. It may in future. So the future generation, the unborn eyes means that the babies going to birth in the future. So for the coming children, for the still unborn babies, for them it will become a joy to see the world. If you make a garden, you not only you going to enjoy the garden, definitely the future generation also, the newborn baby also will enjoy that. So for their eyes it will be a treat you are going to give, so they will rejoice in that. They rejoice if you, because of your plantation, suppose a garden took place in that area and the children are coming, they will rejoice in that park. So definitely you can also enjoy out of that. Because of your one plantation, it turned into a joy of unborn babies. That means at the time of planting, that children did not take birth, and after few years definitely newborn babies will come up and they will enjoy it. So here you are planting, not you are planting the joy, you are planting joy of coming age, joy that unborn eyes shall see, that still now they did not take birth, they will see it and they will enjoy. Just like the previous stanza, the first stanza, the poet concludes his line the same way he concludes in the second stanza also. These things he plans who plants a tree. It means, so we listed many things. Those who plant are different from the first stanza. Moreover, he was talking about the indirect benefit of the tree. Example: shade, tender rain, beautiful area, harvesting, and the time for the small babies, their enjoyment, like that we have listed, and the forest, all we discussed in this. So these are all the benefit or the reasons or the things who plants a tree indirectly going to enjoy. So this is what a person who plants a tree actually planting. So here he is also giving some other reasons. Dear children, this is the time for learning to not only watching the video. You can learn now itself, and you can watch the video again and again, read it and by heart it, understand it, and answering to the questions, it will become very simple once you understand the poem very clearly. And try to make a habit of answering to the question in a systematic manner. I am giving you some question answers. It is not necessary to follow the same words. You can change it, you can make your own answers. Then definitely the learning will become an enjoyment, an easier part of. Then so my humble request is, make your handwriting better. When I went through your notes, some of your notes handwriting, that is something I can't express. So please try to improve your handwriting. I'll take this lockdown opportunity to improve any of your areas where you felt yourself is weak, so that that you can make use of this time for that. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day, have a wonderful day, and you can write the notes which I have sent in your WhatsApp group.